Your Excellency, Minister Sandberg, Minister of Fisheries of Norway, honourable ministers, my friend the Director General of UNIDO, Mr. Lee Yong, distinguished participants, greetings from New York. I want to thank the North Atlantic Seafood Forum for inviting me to address this gathering of key players in the global seafood industry. As an integral element of the ocean equation, you know better than most that the ocean is the lifeblood of our planet. A healthy ocean fuels sustainable businesses, thriving communities, and a dynamic economy. An unhealthy one does the opposite. I come from Fiji in the South Pacific, and I've spent much of my life beside, on, and in the ocean. Thus, the decline of the ocean's health, be that by way of marine pollution or ocean acidification, or declining fish stocks, or degrading ecosystems, it's all something I take personally. In September 2015, the world addressed the state of the ocean by including an oceans goal in the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda that was adopted by all the leaders of all 193 member states of the United Nations. The 2030 Agenda contains 17 Sustainable Development Goals, one of which, SDG 14, is dedicated to the conservation and sustainable use of the ocean and its resources. Taken in tandem with the other goals, SDG 14 responds to the scientific research that demonstrates so clearly that the ocean is facing simultaneous pressures threatening its health and the sustainability of life within it. Marine pollution is cluttering the ocean, choking marine life, while immense gyres of plastic garbage are circulating out in the high seas. Hypoxic dead zones are growing all along our coasts, and overfishing and IUU fishing are threatening the sustainability of many of our fish stocks. The impacts of climate change are further aggravating the situation by rising sea levels, exacerbating ocean acidification, bleaching coral reefs, and increasing global water temperatures to the detriment of marine life, people's habitats, food security, and livelihoods. Sustainable Development Goal 14 contains targets that address these and other threats to the ocean's health. To make SDG 14 accountable, the United Nations Oceans Conference will be convened from 5th to 9th of June in New York this year. It will generate the global momentum required to drive implementation of SDG 14. Presided over by the governments of Sweden and Fiji, the Ocean Conference is the only universal process we have to support the faithful implementation of SDG 14. As such, it represents our best opportunity to reverse the cycle of decline in which the ocean is caught. The conference is open to all stakeholders from across government, international organizations, civil society, the private sector, and the scientific and academic communities. 2 weeks ago, at the preparatory meeting of the conference held here in New York, we witnessed exceptionally high levels of enthusiasm from a very broad range of stakeholders. The momentum is with us. The conference will deliver innovative multi-stakeholder partnerships to put in motion the necessary action and comprehensive solutions the ocean needs. We now have a registry for voluntary commitments launched last month. Today I'm making a special plea to the seafood industry to get behind the Ocean Conference. I encourage you all to participate in the Ocean Conference, to mobilize concrete partnerships to address the targets of SDG 14, and to register your concrete and ambitious voluntary commitments for action on the registry, which you can find on the conference website. The success or failure of SDG 14 will determine whether our children and all those who come after them will be able to enjoy the beauty and the sustenance that the ocean's bounty provided to us in our youth. Let us not deny them. We have the unique opportunity to galvanize action to remedy matters at the Ocean Conference this June in New York. I hope to see a strong representation of the seafood industry at the conference in support of the implementation of SDG 14, and I will be there to welcome you all to the conference in New York. And I thank you for your patience today.